What's up, baseball fans? The winter meetings in Orlando just went absolutely wild in the last 20 hours. We've got huge signings, teams making bold moves, and the hot stove is officially on fire. Kyle Schwarber is staying in Philly, Edwin Díaz is heading to the Dodgers, and a handful of sneaky signings and trades are reshaping the entire league. I'm breaking down every major move you need to know from day 30 of the winter meetings. Let's get into it. The biggest headline of the day, Kyle Schwarber is returning to the Philadelphia Phillies, signing a 5-year, $5 million contract. This one is massive, and honestly not a huge shock after the year Schwarber just had. 56 home runs, RBIs, and a runner-up finish in MVP voting behind Shohei Ohtani. That's elite production. And the Phillies weren't about to let that bat walk out the door. I'll admit it. I predicted Schwarber to the Cincinnati Reds for 5 years and $20 million. Andy and I was wrong. Philly stepped up, offered slightly less money, and Schwarber chose to stay with a World Series contender. Here's why this deal makes sense. Schwarber led all of baseball in home runs last year. He's still one of the scariest power hitters in the league. The Phillies need his left-handed pop to compete with powerhouses like the Dodgers. But let's keep it real. Schwarber is tormented. He's a full-time DH now. He strikes out a ton, and this contract runs through his age 1 season, if that power dips. Philly is stuck paying $40 million a year for a hitter who can't play defense. Still, the Phillies aren't rebuilding, they're all in. And keeping Schwarber was priority number 1. The next shocker, Edwin Díaz is leaving the Mets and signing with the Los Angeles Dodgers 3 years, $20 million. One of the biggest reliever deals on record. This is a huge move. Díaz is coming off another dominant year, save 77 Hera, NL Reliever of the Year, a game the Dodgers tried patching their bullpen last season with Tanner Scott, Kirby Yates, Blake Trinan. None of it worked. And yet they still won the World Series. Now they finally have a true lockdown closer. There is some risk though. Díaz's strikeout rate dipped a bit last season, and his walk rate ticked up for a reliever in his 2030s. That's worth noting. But the Dodgers don't care, they print money. They're going for a three-peat. And they just landed the best closer on the market for the Mets. This one hurts. Losing Díaz to a rival like the Dodgers stings, but New York clearly wasn't willing to match the price. They're saving that money for other moves. Maybe a Pete Alonso reunion. Maybe starting pitching. A couple of under-the-radar moves also dropped. The Rays picked up left-hander Steven Matz on a 2-year contract. Classic Tampa Bay move. Buy low, fix the mechanics, squeeze out value. Numbers haven't been fully confirmed yet, but the deal is official. Former Mets reliever Gregory Soto is heading to Pittsburgh on a 1-year deal worth $70 million. Big arm, inconsistent results. But the Pirates need bullpen help, and this is a solid gamble. The Angels acquired Vaughn Grissom from Boston in exchange for outfielder Isaiah Jackson. Grissom was once a hype prospect, but his bat hasn't translated to the majors. This is a pure buy low move for the Angels, who are hoping a change of scenery unlocks something. This one is straightforward. Raisel Iglesias is back with the Braves on a 1-year, $20 million contract. Atlanta needed stability in the 9th, and Iglesias delivers exactly that. Day 30 is coming, and there are still big names on the board. Kyle Tucker, easily the biggest free agent left. Blue Jays are pushing hard. Dodgers, Yankees, Orioles waiting, could get Fediem. Pete Alonso, Mets want him back but won't go long-term. Red Sox and Orioles still lurking. Alex Bregman officially back on the market after opting out. Cubs, Tigers, Mets all linked. Cody Bellinger, Scott Boras is already teasing a possible Dodgers reunion. If Lay brings him back, that lineup might be illegal. Tomorrow could get crazy. Alright, that's everything from a wild turbine hours at the winter meetings. Kyle Schwarber returns to Philly, Edwin Díaz heads to the Dodgers, Matz, Soto, Iglesias, and a sneaky Grissom trade round out the action. Tell me in the comments, what was the best move and what was the worst move from day 30? Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the moment the next superstar signs, I'll be back breaking it down. Winter meetings day 30 is tomorrow. More chaos is coming. Let's go, baseball.